Hey, did you know that this very stool is where the entire channel started? Building this stool was the very first thing I ever filmed for YouTube. So for this little anniversary, I want to make a tribute, a miniature version of this mighty throne. Hello and welcome back to Arvania Constructions. To build this miniature throne, I gathered a handful of everyday items. Just a few bamboo chopsticks, some makeup sponges, balsa wood, sandpaper, golden faux leather for the seat and some black cambric dust cover fabric for the underside. First up, the bamboo chopsticks. These are the kind you get with takeout. I always save them just in case they come in handy for a project, which they always do. Eventually. For this one, they are going to be the legs of the stool. Then I found these makeup sponges. I originally bought them for blending soft pastels, I guess. But the round ones are perfect for making mini seat cushions. Crafting is all about giving regular items a new purpose. The sponge sets the size. I put it on a piece of balsa wood, trace the outline and refine it with a compass for a cleaner circle. A sharp crafting knife does the cutting. Then I sand everything down, giving it smooth edges, no splinters, just a clean little disc of wood. And then the chopsticks get trimmed down to keep only the tapered ends. These have just the right proportions to make the perfect stool legs. Don't throw away your stuff too quickly. I keep the offcuts too. They are great for stabilizing plants. Nothing goes to waste here. I smooth the ends to ensure that they are flat and that the glue can adhere more effectively to the wood. Even after sanding, they are still slightly different in length, so I select the four that seem the most promising. To cover the cushion, I started experimenting with a large circle of golden faux leather. My idea was to wrap it around the wood and sponge, folding and gluing it neatly. Spoiler, it didn't work out. There are way too many folds, making it too bulky, so I adjusted the plan. A smaller circle and a fabric strip stitched together. I marked the outline of the wood on the backside and used that as the sewing guide to keep everything proportional and symmetrical. Always keeping the circle in mind. Most of the stitching happens off camera, and trust me, you're not missing much. Sewing's not the most exciting thing to watch, so I'll fast forward here. Yes, that is how we want it to look. Let me continue. Once it's sewn, it can be flipped right side out. I put in the sponge together with a wooden base. The disc will keep things in shape and provide a sturdy framework for the construction. Then it becomes this snug little cushion cover. Well, not snug enough, but I'm prepared. I add some pillow stuffing around the edges to make the seat nice and soft. With the cushion prepped, I glue the cover down onto the wooden base and secure everything with a few pastel pink spring clamps. They are cute and surprisingly strong. This method, compared to the first one, reduces folds, at least a bit. After the clamps have done their job and the glue is dried, the legs get glued on next. Using super glue for this part works well. Then I cut a circle from a cambric dust cover fabric. I learned this neat trick as a child. We fold the paper, or in this case the piece of fabric, in half and then fold it in half again until we reach a quarter of the size. Next we can work on the outer edge. We cut from one corner to the other with a 90-degree angle. This makes the perfect circle. A few small incisions let it slip past the legs to create a clean underside. This is used for giving furniture a nice finish and hiding most of the ugly part, if we're being honest. After gluing, I clamp it again to hold it in place. Time for some wood stain. I tested two options, a nice leather brown and a rust wash. The rust wash was way too orange, so leather it is. A few brush strokes later, the legs aren't that pale anymore. Here's the finished miniature. Looks comfy, doesn't it? Looking back at how this tiny replica came together, I realized I followed almost the same steps as with the full-size stool, only smaller and slightly more finicky. This one is by far not the best or most stable stool, but it's comfortable for some amount of time. And look, it has features. It leaves a perfect little butt print every single time you stand up. Also works as a great built-in ASMR device. Highly recommend, 9 out of 10 butts agree. Meanwhile, I'm also working on other projects, like a Skyrim XX, another robot kit bash, some Vallejo paints I've been meaning to try, a foam rock left over from my huge diorama project, an unpainted frog, and a fresh mushroom print. I hope you enjoyed this little anniversary project. If you did, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel to see what's coming next. If you feel fancy, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But until then, celebrate every milestone, no matter how small it may seem. See you in the next one.